Brooklyn Independent Television.
You just never know what you might find in this tiny little slice of heaven called Pocket Utopia. Founder Austin Thomas has created a salon and social exhibition space for all artists right here in Bushwick without concern for zip code or borders. Let's check it out.
I define Pocket Utopia as a salon space. It's only open Saturday and Sunday, and we have exhibits here and usually artists working here, and the making becomes part of the viewing. We get to see the process, you get to interact with them and see what they're making and how they're making it. A lot of the artists that work here live around here, and so it really is a storefront Brooklyn type of space.
Why Brooklyn? I mean, why Bushwick? What is it about this neighborhood?
So I wanted to be where the artists were actually making the work. And also, this is a quintessential kind of Brooklyn storefront space. It's from, the late 1900s. There's tin ceiling, it's got a certain personality, and it really is of the neighborhood that the artists who work here, show here. It just has this spirit of very DIY, do it yourself, very Brooklyn. In Manhattan, something is there one day and gone the next. Here at Pocket Utopia, you can see what was here before and you can see what's coming next. The current exhibit at Pocket Utopia that I'm so excited about is an international residency program. There are 4 artists right here working, and they're here for a little more than 2 weeks. They're in the space, they have keys, they found their own places to live. We get to know them. I didn't know them at all, and I don't know what they're making, and it's very exciting.
Working really the space as a studio and working with the materials and some ideas of geography and representation of maps and flattening maps and make them kind of volumetric. Also, I'm walking around the shops in Flushing Avenue and finding some interesting materials and using them, like somehow pushing them somewhere else. Many of them have a lot to do with the domestic, like parquets and walls and references to the domestic.
I like very much to work with other artists in the same space because there is a feedback and we are learning a lot and of course we are having a super good time. We make installation. We try to represent a traffic accident. We used to make theatralic situations.
I went to salsa lessons, so I just drawing a lot of foot, of shoes, and based on the steps of the salsa lesson. And then when I finish the drawing, it looks like an animation just in a simple frame.
A lot of people talk about utopia in terms of the art world. Oh, artists and utopia. Utopian visions all crash and burn. But I read a book about sort of 1970s urban renewal, and the author, an MIT theorist, who said utopia might not be possible, but pocket utopias might be possible. And I feel like my pocket utopia is just the size of this storefront. What happens here has a lot of possibility, but I'm not necessarily thinking that I can change the block or change the world. It's just tending to my own garden. I think everybody should follow their dream, whether it's art or kind of make their own pocket utopia. It's possible.
I'm Jason Andrew, and this is Norte Maar. We will continue to have ongoing shows of local artists, and we're preparing for Bushwick Open Studios, which is the first week of June. Norte Maar's mission is based in collaboration. So what we do is we connect artists. We connect originating artists, visual artists, literary artists, and performing artists. And we put together big shows, basically, of these collaborations. Primarily as a performing arts, we do a ballet each summer, a very big ballet which commissions a new score by a composer and have a choreographer, we audition dancers, and we do this upstate. In a very rural community, which doesn't have a lot of art. We build a stage inside an ice skating rink, and it's quite a big event. Right down the street here on Wyckoff Avenue, when you turn left and go to Flushing, you'll go to Factory Fresh and Pocket Utopia. The big sort of umbrella is Arts in Bushwick. They're a terrific volunteer organization, and they started the Bushwick Open Studios, I believe, a number of years ago. They're more of like the umbrella organization, which has different kinds of locales in everybody's different living rooms and houses or apartments. And please come out to Bushwick Open Studios, where there'll be film, music, theater, and art during the week of June 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.